Hey everybody, welcome back to the Half-Blood broadcast. This is the Percy Jackson TV show discussion show where we talk about the Percy Jackson TV show as book fans. Before we start, I do want to give out two disclaimers. Obviously, this episode is for episode 4. I plunged to my death, so only watch this if you're comfortable with the minor book spoilers from the 5 books and, of course, spoilers from episode 4, right? So only watch this if you feel comfortable with both of those things. And this show, as much as I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, please try to make them at least a little bit lighthearted. I don't want to hear I hate all of it or this shit is ass. Tell me what you liked and also tell me the things you didn't like. I want to have that conversation down below. So yeah, okay, great. Before we start though, my friend got me this for my birthday. Little Camp Half Blood sweater. I love it. I wore it like 2 days in a row, and now it's covered in pet hair. But yeah, let's talk about episode 4. I'm very excited. This one was probably my favorite so far, which is a little shocking because I've heard some complaints online that the pacing was a little strange. I personally did not feel an issue with the pacing at all, basically. Yeah, it was a little like the episode was shorter than the other ones, but I think it worked out really well. Except the ending was like a little open ended, but I mean, we just have to wait until next week to see, what's next. So it's not the end of the world. But I really liked it. The beginning was fun, like us being in the water. A good throwback to the movies. I am a movie enjoyer. I will say that. But just seeing like baby Percy with Sally, I love that so much. And giving Percy like that background of him being afraid of water as a kid was really interesting because that's not really a thing that happens in the original series. We hear a little bit about that, like Percy's current struggle with water and stuff in Heroes of Olympus, but I won't talk about that because I know not everyone's read Heroes of Olympus. But I liked how they included that, and of course, any moment with Sally and Percy is so special because Sally literally means everything to Percy. I mean, the reason he's on this quest and he even went to camp is because Sally, wanted him to. So I just thought that part was really cute. And the next scene of the gang kind of like whispering to each other in bed, I thought that was so freaking funny. That like fun dynamic of the three, I feel like was one of the major things that was missing from this show previously. Because, in the other episodes, they're like pretty standoffish or they were arguing. So hopefully we're getting a step in the right direction of like just having like that fun group dynamic. So that was really fun, just like seeing them like whispering and kind of fighting in bed. I thought that was so funny. Obviously, the big plot of this one was, of course, them going on the train to St. Louis and fighting that big monster. But yeah, this part was really, really interesting. Percy getting like poisoned was oh my gosh, I didn't really expect that at all. I don't know why. I don't even remember if that happened in the book, but I thought that was really cool how they did that. And dude, the sword bait and switch, you know what I'm talking about? Where Percy like hands the sword to Annabeth, but then he like pushes her out and then locks himself in with the monster. I was sitting on the floor watching this episode and I stood up and gasped out loud. I was so shook by this, and I've seen some discussion already online of people talking about this is probably the first inclusion of Percy's fatal flaw, which is of course, loyalty to his friends, which comes in like a major proponent in the later books. So I really liked how they're already starting out showing off Percy's fatal flaw. And not only that moment, but him falling from the ark and like there was no audio, no nothing. You just saw like this little thing go. That was so scary. I was gasping too. And I thought that was really fun. The monster CGI looked great. Obviously, it's not like movie production budget, but it looked really cool. And especially when his like ears popped out and like he started breathing fire, I thought that was really cool. Unfortunately, yeah, Percy was poisoned, so we didn't get to see like hardcore Percy fighting yet. So I'm still waiting on that. I guess maybe the first time Percy really starts to fight like Percy is maybe the fight with Ares coming up, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I really liked this episode. I thought it was really fun. I liked the inclusion of Athena kind of butting herself in and making things worse for the gang. I like how they're not like, I don't know, making the gods seem like these great people, because that's a huge thing in the books, right? Like Percy, later he gives up immortality because he doesn't want to end up like one of those gods. Like he just wants the dynamic of demigods and gods to change, right? He forces everyone to claim their child before what, 12 or something. um so I don't know, I like how we're kind of setting that stuff up already, and already like getting really sus of the gods. So I like that part. That was really cool. Like I said, the ending was a little awkward. That was my only complaint about like pacing this episode. But literally we only have to wait like one more week and then we'll get more content. But I'm very, very excited about next episode. If you saw the teaser at the end of the episode, this is the one where they go to the love boat, and I think they meet Ares. I don't know if this is the same episode where Percy and Ares are going to fight, but at least we're going to meet Ares, and that's going to be really interesting, seeing this 12-year-old like bully this like Greek god of war who could kill him. I'm very excited. Even before this show came out, I was saying how the love boat is probably going to be like the best part, because I just I love it because it shows like unintentionally the gods like interfering with the quest, right? Because like the love boat was supposed to be a trap for Aphrodite and Ares, but then all of a sudden now it's a problem for Percy and Annabeth. So I really want to see how they kind of work together to get out of that love boat situation. And that's like the start of Annabeth's fear of spiders, of course, her being, a child of Athena. So I'm very excited for next week's episode, and I'll be back around next week so we can talk about it. Has your favorite part happened yet? What are you excited for? Personally, I want to see the Love Boat and probably the I Hitch a Ride with the zebra or whatever that one was. I'm excited for that as well. So I'm quite excited. Yeah, I'll be back next week, and yeah, stay safe out there, half buds.